This anime has successfully created the blueprint. Um, Episode 1 and 2 have been really well done, but this episode in particular just had everything. Right here, and this is why it works, in my opinion, it's because of his sister. So, in a lot of animes, we do see, the sisters, they hang out every now and then, or they're used for fan service, or they're just used to spice things up, or, just to interject every now and then. But here, they really just made her stand out. Especially since she is a go-between, well, now another go-between between the main MC Hayato and Haruki. So obviously, Hayato is very close to Haruki, so she doesn't really need to be a in between, but she just makes the mix, or should I say, the friendships even better. Of course, they're related. Then Haruki is a really close childhood friend, so they really don't need an in between. But here she obviously can read between the lines and is helping Haruki reach her more feminine side. So it was very nice just seeing them bond together as just, females. When in the beginning, the little sister really thought Haruki was a guy. So, it's weird saying that, right? Seeing them hang out as females. So yeah, it's really weird to say that, but yeah, she was known as a dude. Now is known as a gal. But that's not what makes this episode work. The episode also works because Haruki for a long time now has been isolated. And so this is her first time actually being around someone she knows. Actually probably eating a proper meal. And not just eating a proper meal, but eating a proper meal not by herself. In her apartment, you can tell everything was really gloomy. Everything was very dark. She had trash everywhere. She really didn't have a place that felt like home per se. So when when her Hayato dragged her to their house to cook a meal and sit at the table, it really just turned things upside down for her. And so yeah, Hayato realized that she shouldn't be eating alone. So you can see here's the home. I want to show you guys the home. And then you can see the sisters right there. You see, like, the lights are off. Everything's all gloomy. Doesn't feel like there's any windows. And you can see the newspaper everywhere. Like, the oven's just covered up. Like, it's never been used. No dust protectors on it. And then so he realizes this and how barren it is. And just not very comfy and homey. And so, yeah. So this scene right here really just hit it home. Really just a blueprint of just making stuff very wholesome. Incredibly wholesome moment. And then Haruki also realizes it herself, that this is in a long time actually something that she needed in her life to de-stress from all the worries and just for being in a different city and whatnot, and by herself too. And then, like I mentioned earlier, the sister really just hit it, makes this into a home run. You can see here they're hanging out again, and don't let this fool you, they are the same height. I think she's just way in the back. And then there's one scene here that really just made the younger sister again shine. She realizes that there's gonna be something between Hayato and Haruki, and then so she braces herself for the inevitable future. This is why it's so great. You can see here she's just like, and so right here, this is the one scene where I'm like, wow. Let's see. I want to actually show the scene. Let's see. Let me see. Can I get this to work? Maybe. Are the gods on my side or not? Okay, so here we see Haruki. Yeah, Himiko. Holy shit! I haven't even mentioned her name yet. Yeah, so their little Omotte is named Himiko. Hayato's younger sister puts extra effort into being fashionable to avoid being called unsophisticated after coming from the countryside. Her favorite food is gluten-sized hamburger made by her brother. Holy, what is up? What what is wrong with this video? The gods are messing with me. Okay, so here's the scene. Did we miss it? I think we did. Yeah, we missed it. Thanks a lot. Way to go. So she's here. I'm just gonna scroll through it. I'm not gonna show the actual scene, or maybe I will. No. Maybe I won't. Wow, there's just something going on here. Why is that happening? Why is my video just like spazzing out on me, spurring out? So here she goes. Yup. What the actual? Wait, did I miss the scene? Here she is. Okay, so is this? Yeah, this has to be it right here. So right here, yeah, right here. Boom. This scene really just, I don't know. It really just made her shine, in my opinion. So it doesn't end there, guys. Okay, so this episode really is a masterclass. The blueprint, as I was saying, of just why this episode 3 is so successful. Damn, don't make me forget. Please don't forget. So here we have another character, Mitake, the rival in this rom-com. Yes, the rival. So they really just made this rivalry just spicy as hell. So this girl is from the garden club. She becomes close with Hayato after she gives her advice. After Hayato gives her advice on growing vegetables. So this was just incredible. Like I said, I'm gonna be like a broken record here. Blueprint. This was the blueprint of how to make them get closer, how to make things just be entertaining, fun, and at the same time, where you can see here she's panicking, she's nerve-wracking. This literally could be like a whole other rom-com on itself, and it really is in this anime. But obviously, you know, Hayato thinks nothing of it. She sees her as like an animal in the garden, like as a sheep, because he was imagining it. That's why this is so funny. Then right here you can see this is her grandpa protecting her, but she gets really pissed off because of what he's doing. So that makes her get out of character. Yes, she actually got out of character, which is very interesting. A lot of people won't get out of character just for some stranger, especially when they are introverts like this. You know, when you have an introvert, it's very hard to get them out of character and act out of context, or just act as a better version of themselves. So here she obviously stood up to her grandpa, which she probably never does. You know, so that was incredibly surprising. The tables have turned. And she was able to even invite and confirm that he can come visit her even more. So this was just incredibly well done. I'm telling you guys, the blueprint just a masterful episode, masterful setup, just perfect. C'est magnifique. We ate good on this episode. And it doesn't just end there. There's more, guys. Yes, this is how amazing this episode is. Before I forget, like my dementia is gonna start hitting really soon here, so let's just go right to it. So towards the end, right here, no, was it here? I can't remember. No, but they're real, bro. I don't want to say anything more about the sister. I really don't. I just want to just leave it there. I think, was it towards the end? Yeah, it was towards the end. We see another character introduced. No, there was something else, but I can't remember. Oh well. I showed you guys 2 masterclass scenes from episode 2 of this anime. Do not miss it. This was incredible. Like, this is literally an anime that looks like, I mentioned it earlier to a Discord buddy, Purin, that this really does look like a low production slop, generic looking rom-com, but it's really proven me wrong.